Hello friends, for the past few days we are solving some problems on area of triangles, and from now and onwards we will be doing an area of quadrilaterals, and we will be commencing with a formula chart, and that chart will be very much useful for you because not only for school or college exams, it will be useful for your competitive exams as well, for the service, etc. And you have to memorize this formula chart, and as you know, this formulas has a mechanism, you can derive it separately, but you won't have the time at the hall. So you have to memorize the formula here, and the chart I will be giving to you, it is not available in any books, any manuals, that I can assure you. It is available here only. This is a unique chart, as I told you. So please go through this chart and please note it down so that you can memorize in the future exams. So formula chart for the quadrilaterals. Formula chart for the quadrilaterals. Here, the geometric figures. Geometric figures. The next one heading is area. Third one is character of diagonals. And last one is length of diagonals. So the chart has 4 basic headings. First one is what is the geometric figure. Next one is area of that figure. Next one is character of diagonals of that figure. As you know, it is oriented with quadrilateral, so it will have some diagonals. And the length of the diagonals. That's all the four headings that we will be discussing with. So to commence with, we take rectangle. First one, rectangle, and as you know, it is very easy. Area, length into breadth. Length into breadth, area. And unit here, square unit. As you know, area of anything is square unit. And here the length is unit, whatever unit it may be. So length into breadth equal to area for the rectangle. And now comes this section is very much important, and this where the problems for this quadrilateral tricky sums or tough sums is all are associated with this section. That is, it is associated with the diagonals, because anyone can derive the area of rectangle or square or rhombus very easily. But this section is, you have to study it properly, carefully. Here in case of rectangle, the diagonals, character of diagonals, first things, diagonals are equals. diagonals are equal. In case of rectangle, diagonals are equal. And the second stage diagonals characteristics is how can they bisect each other. How there are two types of characteristics. For some cases they bisect each other at right angles. In some cases they bisect each other but not at right angle. In some cases they are not equal at all. So there are types. So here for this rectangle, diagonals bisect each other but not at right angle. But not at 90 degree or right angle. Diagonals are equal. They bisect also each other, but that bisection's angle is never 90 degree. And rectangle, you know the shape here like that. All the angles are 90 degree, and the length and breadth are differs in length. Breadth is smaller, length is longer, and so length is breadth equal to its area. And the diagonals, these two diagonals bisect each other. So this one equal to this one equal to this one. But these angles, bisection angles, are never 90 degree. They bisect each other but not at 90 degree. And another heading there, length of the diagonals. So it is, you can see from this figure that in rectangle, in any rectangle, the diagonal divides the complete rectangle into two right angle triangles perpendicular, and this is base. So hypotenuse square equal to perpendicular square plus base square, and so hypotenuse equal to root over perpendicular square plus base square. So that is maintained here. It is length of the diagonal is root over, and you can see this is the length of the rectangle, that is the base, and the height or perpendicular is the breadth of the rectangular. So the basic is diagonal square equal to length square plus breadth square. So diagonal only equal to root over length square plus breadth square. So length of diagonal of rectangle equal to root over length square plus breadth square, and it is very easier to derive, but you have to memorize it for your ready use. And the character of diagonals, as I told you, that it is very important because it differs from time to time. For rectangle, the diagonals are equal, and you can ask what is the mechanism, because in case of diagonals the opposite sides are equal, so it is very likely that diagonals should be equal, but they bisect each other not at 90 degree. When they bisect each other not at 90, next length of the sides not equal, there are length as well as breadth, and they differ in length, and that is why it is called rectangle, not a square. So that's all the formula about rectangle. Now we come to square. Square, as you know, square is like a figure, that is a figure where all the sides are equal and all the angles are also 90 degree. So where it differs from rectangle, it has, for rectangle there was length and breadth and they differed, but here all the sides are equal. All the sides of the figure square is equal. So here the area could be any side squares because there is, it is length, so it is breadth, it is breadth, so it is length. So basic is side square. Side square is the area of any square. And now the character of the diagonals. And here also, as we are telling you earlier, that the length of the sides are equal. So here also diagonals are equal. Diagonals are equal and they bisect each other. At 90 degree, and that is the only point where it differs from the rectangle. In case of rectangle, diagonals are equal. In case of square, diagonals are also equal. In case of rectangle, diagonal bisected each other, and in case of square, diagonals also bisected each other. But the only difference is, in case of rectangle, it was the bisection angle was not 90 degree, but here it is 90 degree because all the sides are equal and they are all 90 degree. So diagonals are equal here and they bisect each other, but at 90 degree, and it was not at 90 degree. And now comes the length. Here also you can easily find out that this is the length. So here these length equal. So this hypotenuse square equal to length square plus breadth square, but here length and breadth are both same. So it is root 2 into side. Root 2 into side, or better to write side root 2, because side root 2, because when the side is given, maybe it is 5, 10, 15, whatever, so we write not root 2, 5 or 15, we always write the unrooted number first. So 15 root 2 or 5 root 2. So the formula should be side root 2, and it is, I again repeat, that this hypotenuse length square plus breadth square, that means square. So this is hypotenuse, this is length, breadth, whatever, they are same. So hypotenuse square equal to root 2 length square plus length square. So 2L square or 2 side square. So hypotenuse equal to 2 side square. So root 2 side square, you can write it as root 2 side. So side root 2. How we get that? I mentioned here, the sides were equal. So side square plus side square equal to diagonal square. So diagonal equal to root over 2 side square. So root 2 into side. So now we get the square. For this square, all about the formulas about square, it is done. Now we come to another figure, rhombus. 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 And rhombus, all of you know the basics. The rhombus is also quadrilateral or parallelogram. They are all parallelograms, but they differ in characteristics. That's why they have been nomenclature. They have got nomenclature like rectangle, square, rhombus, etc. Trapezium. So in case of trapezium, there is a big difference because the opposite sides, four opposite sides are not symmetrical. So in case of rhombus, the sides are equal. Like square, the sides are equal, but no sides is never equal to 90 degree. So it has similarity with the square in only one respect. And what is this? The sides of the figure are equal, like square. But in square, what we got? Each and every four angles square 90 degree. But here, no angle should be 90 degree. And here, what is the area? Here, the area has, we have to use for the area the diagonals here. The diagonals of the rhombus. The basic is, actually the basic formula was base into height. For the triangle we have done earlier half into base into height, and for the rhombus it is base into height, parallelogram it is base into height, but both of them are not always given. So most of the times the rhombus, in case of rhombus, the diagonals are used. So here it is half into product of diagonals. Here half into product of diagonals. If the length of the diagonals are given, you can easily find out the area of a rhombus. And if the base is given and the height is given, you can use this formula also. Because for rhombus, there is no length into bed type formula. These two formulas are there, base into height and half into product into half into products of diagonals. And regarding characters of diagonals, here lies the difference between square and rhombus. A major difference with rectangle also, diagonals are unequal. Diagonals are unequal, and that's why it has been taken at half into products of diagonals, not half into diagonal square. They are separate. So diagonals are here unequal for rhombus, and they both bisect each other at, like square, bisect each other at 90 degree. They both bisect each other at 90 degree like this square. The only difference with square was diagonals were equal in case of square. But in case of rhombus, diagonals are unequal, but they bisect each other at 90 degree. And another point I forgot to tell you, that the diagonals in case of square, in case of rhombus also, they actually these four angular points, they are in between these two sides or one angular points. There is four angular points. So here is a difference with the rectangle also in case of square and rhombus, as because there is a very common similarity because they have both, all the sides are same. So here is the point that the diagonals bisect the angle between them. Here also diagonals bisect the angles between them. What is it? In case of square, this is, take it as a diagonal. So these angle must be equal to this angle. This angle should be equal to this angle. So the diagonals bisect the angles they are entering. Okay? So it is true for these diagonals also. This angle equal to this angle equal to this angle. And for the rhombus also the same thing applies. For rhombus also, the diagonals bisect the angles. They are equal, and they bisect each other at 90 degree also. So the diagonals of square and rhombus, they bisect each other at 90 degree and they bisect the angle they are coming from and they are going to. That is the similarity in between square and rhombus. And the difference is only one difference, that in case of rhombus, diagonals are not equal, never equal, and for square the diagonals are equal. And here the length of diagonals does not arise question because they are not equal. Now that's all about rhombus. And now we come for parallelogram. To be more accurate, all the figures are parallelograms, I told you earlier, but depending on their nature, they have got their nomenclature separately. So here parallelogram, for normal parallelogram, like this, the figure, normal parallelogram, and here also the formula is area base into height. Base into height is the area formula for parallelograms. And here also, like rhombus, diagonals are unequal. Here also, like rhombus, the diagonals are unequal. They bisect each other but not at 90 degree, like rectangle. Again it is repeating here. The diagonals bisect each other but not at 90 degree. So here lies the difference with the rectangle and parallelogram. Is the only diagonals are equal in case of rectangle, but in case of parallelogram, diagonals are not equal or unequal. Like we noticed it in case of rhombus, diagonals are unequal, and in case of square, diagonals are equal. Here the rectangle and the parallelogram. And what is the similarity? The diagonals bisect each other. Here also the diagonals bisect each other. Here the diagonals bisect each other but not at 90 degree. Here also the diagonals bisect each other but not at 90 degree. Those similarities are there, but the only difference is diagonals are not equal. Here is equal. Like rhombus are not equal diagonals, but they bisect each other. Diagonals at 90 degree, and the diagonals here also bisect each other at 90 degree. That was the similarity. And moreover, in case of rhombus and square, the diagonals bisect the angular these angles also. So that's all for rectangle. And here also the length of the diagonals, here also the question does not arise because the diagonals are unequal. So that's all about rectangle, square, rhombus and parallelogram. Now we come to the last quadrilateral, that is trapezium. We have covered rectangles, squares, rhombus and parallelograms and all of their characteristics of diagonals, length of diagonals, whichever applies, and the area of the figures. Now the left one is trapezium. Trapezium, and as you know, it's like this, or it may be like this. That means the quadrilateral whose two opposite sides are parallel and the other two opposite sides are oblique, that is not parallel. The quadrilateral in which two opposite sides, here it is, are parallel, but the other two opposite sides are not parallel, oblique. Here also these two sides are parallel and those sides are oblique. So this is called trapezium. And for trapezium, the area of the formula is area half into sum of the parallel sides. Sum of the parallel sides. Maybe here it is, just name it ABCD. Then AB plus DC. The length of AB plus DC, that is half into length of parallel sides. Half into sum of, we can rather write it like that, sum of length, because there are two lengths, half into sum of the length of parallel sides into the distance between the parallel sides. So what I told, area is for trapezium half into sum of the length of the parallel sides, that is AB plus DC, into the distance between the parallel sides, that is, as you know, between two parallel sides the distance is always a perpendicular. So if it is named by E, then AE is the distance between two parallel sides, and otherwise what we can call it, all of you know that it is nothing but the height of the trapezium. So we can write it here also in bracket, it is the height. So indirectly it is the height of the parallelogram, or you can say it like that, the difference between the parallel sides, perpendicular distance, that is the distance between two parallel sides, and otherwise you can call it by height. So the overall area is half into sum of the length of the parallel sides into height, or you can say otherwise the distance between the two parallel sides. And here the diagonals, the bisecting of diagonals, etc. does not arise as you know, because the sides are not parallel to each other. Here for all the figures the sides were parallel, opposite sides were parallel, and in some cases they were equal, in some cases they were unequal, but the opposite sides were always equal. But here it does not apply, it is the exception. So here normally the length of diagonals are unequal, not equal. Normally the length of the diagonals are unequal, because as you know, it can be like that. So these two lines can never be equal. But the only condition is in one case it could be equal. In one case it could be equal if the oblique sides are equal. So what I told you just 1 minute ago, that all these four figures, the opposite sides were equal and unequal, but diagonals are equal only when condition is when oblique sides are equal. That is, when AD and BC is equal, so this A, B, C, D, if we name it, then AC equal to BD. But normally when these two oblique sides are not equal, of these sides and these sides, oblique sides are not equal, then always the diagonals are unequal, and length of diagonal, it does not arise here, as you know, because it is totally uncertain when it will be equal or non-equal. Depending on the situation, you have to derive the length of the diagonal. There is no hard and fast formula for that also. So we have covered all the quadrilaterals, that means parallelograms and squares and rectangles, rhombus, these four groups as a whole. You can call it parallelograms, and separately we have mentioned it because depending on the situation, depending on their shape, the characteristics of the diagonals varies, and characteristics of their area formulation is also different. And here for trapezium, the last one, it was different because here the opposite sides were not parallel, only two opposite sides were parallel and two of the other two sides were oblique. So it is the different formula, half into sum of the length of the parallel sides and the length of the distance distance between parallel sides. That means otherwise it is the height of the trapezium. And regarding diagonal, as I told, that the length of the diagonal normally it is unequal, but when the oblique sides, when these oblique sides are equal, then only, when the oblique sides are equal, then only diagonals are equal, otherwise not. And the area, told you, rectangle, I have erased it because of space problem. Area was rectangle, it is very easy, as you know, length into breadth, and the characteristics of the diagonal was rectangle, diagonals were equal, they bisected each other, but not at 90 degrees. Here lies the difference between square and the rectangle, as you can recollect. And rhombus, for square, the area, all the sides were equal, so the area was simply side square, and their diagonals are equal. Diagonals are equal and diagonals bisect each other at 90 degrees. And here is another interesting case, the diagonals bisect the angles which when it proceeds or from which it originates. It always bisects those angles. That is the point, that is the interesting point of the interesting characteristics of the diagonals of a square. And for a rhombus, the areas formula base into height normal, and when the diagonals are given, half into product of the diagonals, and product of the diagonals, not square of the diagonal, because the diagonals are unequal. Always in case of rhombus, the diagonals are never equal. Here also diagonal bisect at 90 degrees, like square. Here also diagonals bisect each other at 90 degree diagonal, and here also the diagonals from its origin and where it is going, always it bisects those angles like square. And last one is parallelogram. Base into height is the generalized formula of area, and here also diagonals are unequal. Diagonals are unequal for a square. Diagonals bisect each other for a parallelogram. For a parallelogram, diagonals are unequal. Diagonals like rhombus, diagonals are unequal. Diagonals bisect each other, but not at 90 degree again like the rectangle. So that's all about the formulas of quadrilateral. And next day, I will proceed for the critical sums and some tricky sums. Thank you.